out here, man. And look, once again, man, I'm multitasking, dude. Hair is all over the place. And I feel like I'm on fire, man. I feel like I'm on fire. It's hotter than Hades out here. And so I just got interrupted. Video got interrupted. My wife called. Now I gotta turn around, stop. I gotta make this little trek short and pick up dinner for the family. So, you know, all of this, man, I've been going so hard lately that I've been between dropping my child off at school and working on this channel that I'm missing some of the premieres, getting to the premieres on time. I'm fashionably late for my own video premieres, and man, thankfully I've got amazing moderators on this channel who are picking up the slack from me, man. And it's also getting to the point where I'm getting forgetful. I'm so busy and I'm so focused on the next project and the next thing that I'm doing. And look, man, I am no good at numbers. I'm no good at organization. I'm no good at, you know, remembering to pay bills on time or you know, remembering my appointments and all the stuff that's going on, man. It's like I'm in a creative whirlwind, right? And I know if you can relate to that, man, let me know in the comments. But my creative mind is always going. So, you know, I did the PS60. We started working on a demo for the PS60, the Ibanez Iceman guitar. And that whole thing sent me down a rabbit hole of trying to write a Kiss style rocker, right? And that ended up being a long process because I had to track bass, I had to track dual guitars, and look, I still did everything very quickly, not a lot of takes. I did, and then I had to write lyrics, right? So then I got the lyrics, I got that where I wanted it to be. Then I had to cut a vocal, right? And all the while, all the time I'm tracking, I'm filming the actual track going down. So what you're seeing in the video is the actual performance. You're not seeing me miming or anything else that normally you get when you see a big production music video. They're just miming, but actually filming the moment and trying to, and that's the other thing, when you're filming your guitar takes, you got to try and nail it and get it right? Because the bottom line is, if you make a mistake, you got to start over trying to play a complete pass, which is something people don't do anymore in the studio, but used to be what everybody tried to do. You'd have, you know, Elvis recording or somebody like that where they recorded every instrument live on the floor, and if one person made a mistake, they'd have to do the whole thing over again, especially if it was the lead vocal. If one of the instruments hit a clam very quietly in the background, but the lead vocal was great, they'd roll with it. But man, I went down this rabbit hole, and normally I might put out 2 or 3 videos a day sometimes, or release, you know, 1 a day. But doing that whole project and still trying to get it done as quickly as possible, man, that took up a couple of days to do all that, just to get a 3 or 4 minute song with, you know, the video of me playing the parts and then splicing those up, trying to do creative edits and all of that, then tracking the vocal. So what I did is I did the guitars, double tracked guitars, 2 different parts, filmed both of those parts going down. Then I took those videos, synced that up to the music, and did creative edits between the two guitars. So that could stand alone, just the guitar performance, that could stand alone as another part. So I'll probably release that as like a jam track, or that'll be in the demo video or something. And then I did a track with the vocal added, right? So I did a video of that. And so then after I did that, I had to then bring in the vocal, sync the vocal up. Where I had to do a quick mix, super fast mix master, not even, just very rough. This is a demo. This is essentially putting a demo out on YouTube. If I was going to actually release this song, I would hire a drummer, probably hire a bass player, and I would hire somebody to mix and master it to its best ability. But for a quick YouTube demo, quick social media stuff, and I'll just throw the faders up, put a little verb on the vocal, pan the guitars left and right, and that's it. Turn on the mastering, hit the mastering button, it automatically masters it, boom, share it, boom, it's done. So then I gotta put sync the vocal to the video. So I put now that I got the guitars all chop up, then I gotta lay the video of the vocal going down. Then I lay that on top, and I start chopping that up. So that's splicing with the already spliced guitar edits, the video edits, right? So then that goes down, and that's just cutting. I'm learned like a quick way to do. If you've got a track here, a video track, a vocal, and then I've got my spliced guitar video, and I lay those on top, then I just start making cuts. And once I make a cut, I can make it longer or shorter, and I can cut out pieces. Obviously, you want the vocal to pop when the vocal's in. When the vocal's not there, you cut a space, and then you see the guitar. And so I did that. I did that version. That was a whole nother edit, right? And then I got the idea, because I got Patreon, I got the idea to do an uncensored version. And since the song is, about a dancer or a stripper, and she's supporting her, rocker boyfriend, I got the idea to cut in some footage. Like I've got an account on Motion Array where you can get stock footage, right, for your videos. Every now and then I'll splice in some stock footage to spice up a video. Well, remembered in the past they had some pole dancing videos and some dancers and some exotic dancer type videos and stuff like that. So then I put together from the initial edit that I did, then I duplicated it, and then started splicing in the pole dancing videos, the exotic dancer videos, and start splicing that in. Right now we've got somebody's alarm going in the distance. I've got to rush back to the house to procure dinner for the family, and none of that matters, because we keep going, man. There's always going to be some chaos. Hopefully this person doesn't keep that going. But you know what? If they keep it going the whole time that we do this video, I don't let that stop me. I'm on fire. But as I was saying, man, I then did the uncensored version, which is on Patreon. If you go and join and become a Patreon member, you can see the uncensored version with the pole dancing, and it really does give you that 80s music video vibe. And I'll tell you something, a trick that I did. I'll sometimes use CapCut. Normally I use Final Cut Pro to do my editing, but that's a very sort of old school program these days. Really, to add like special effects and stuff into that, you got to do all this rigmarole and folders and all this kind of stuff. But CapCut has all of these like edgy filters and effects and stuff like that. Got a retro filter that's called 1988. You put that filter on your video, and it instantly makes it look like an old Kiss video from the 80s. So I put that filter on, and then started putting effects, and I did that for the guitar videos the first time. I put those, I edited it and chopped it in Final Cut Pro. Then I put it in CapCut and added the effects and added the 80s filter. And I did that with all the videos except for the dancer videos. I did that, basically edited everything twice, 2 different programs, to get the vibe, to get that 80s vibe. And it really does kind of capture the vibe of that. And I don't think I vocally can sound like Paul Stanley, even though I was playing an Iceman style guitar. I think my vocal range and style is much more like Gene Simmons, and that's just the way the whole thing came out. I came up with the lyrical idea and the lyrics, and I knew the riff, and I played the song, but what you're hearing in the vocal is literally the second pass. And I did one punch where I couldn't get the chorus. I think it was the chorus after the solo. I was late. And so I punched one line in. The rest of it is the vocal as it went down. There's no punches. There's no auto-tune. There's a little bit of reverb. I think maybe a little bit of, it's like a, I don't know, like a slap reverb or something like that. But that's it, man. That's it. And like I said, man, if I wanted to put it out as an actual single, and who knows, maybe this will end up, maybe I'll end up doing that. I would probably recut the guitars, recut the drums, maybe keep the vocal. If people like the vocal, I might keep that. And just recut the drums, maybe keep the bass, and do all that. But man, you know, it's a good demo. It's a good demo, and look, it's a demo of a guitar that turned into a song. Because I know, look, man, there's guys like Pete Thorne who do these incredible, like instrumental, like demos for their products and stuff like that. But I'm like, I could sing, man. I could sing a little bit, certain stylistic way, and I like to write lyrics. I like to write songs. I like to write melodies. Why not turn them into songs? So it's not just a demo of a pedal or a guitar or whatever. It's an actual song. And you know, I put it up on Instagram, a little sample. The uncensored version is on my Patreon, which I'll put a link in the description to my Patreon. And you can join the Patreon for free. I think there's at least one free video on there. And look, Patreon will be my backup channel. If YouTube ever takes a dump or something happens or whatever, that will be another platform where you can stay in the game with me. But man, you know, I'm on fire. I see, looks like my wife is back at the house. So I'm going to get in the house and I'm gonna procure dinner for everybody. But man, I thought you guys would be interested in how I put that whole thing together, how that song came about. And everybody, thank you so much for watching.
She's strutting backstage like she owns the scene. High heels clicking like a rock star dream. She's dancing for dollars on the beyond the haze.